Hello, everyone, and welcome to episode 3 of MSU Inside Out. I am your co-host, Janie Wunderlich.
And I'm Cole Clementich.
As always, we try our best to give you guys entertaining interviews, and that is what we have tonight. So, Cole, do you want to tell us a little bit about what we got planned this evening?
Yes, we have another great show on hand for you guys today. We're going to have a guest talking about some homecoming events next week. Plus, we'll have a member on the MSU men's golf team, a freshman. And Janie, what else do we have today?
Yeah, we have another interview with the director of the Northwest Art Center, along with just our weather outlook and some more sports updates as well. But before we get to that, we hear tutoring is available here on campus. Wolf, what's that look like for students here at Minot State?
Well, there's a lot more than tutoring. For example, we also got a writing center and stuff. I personally haven't used it that much in my first year, but because I'm just swamped with work, I plan on utilizing more of my resources. How about you guys?
Yeah, it's going to be really busy. I mean, midterms are always that beast every semester that shows up. So
yeah, midterms week is coming up, and with it, plenty of things to do to manage your stress. But first, a reminder that both the Writing Center and student tutoring services are available for all students. The Writing Center offers assistance in any paper or writing project that you may need to write, offering grammatical suggestions to make sure you pass your course. You can schedule an appointment face-to-face or over the internet at minotstateu.edu/writing center, one word. Tutoring is also available for your general education courses. If you're feeling behind or simply need a refresher for your notes, you can schedule an appointment for tutoring as well at minotstateu.edu/ASC, standing for Academic Support Center. MSU's Division of Music is holding a brass band concert at the Nicole Nelson Hall at 4 p.m. This Sunday. That's not all, because on Monday, our jazz band will be performing at 7:30 in the evening, followed by a Wednesday concert of ensembles at 7:30 as well. Maintaining a healthy diet is important to manage stress during midterms, so all next week, 11 to 1 p.m., lunch at the Sodexo cafeteria is free for all students with a student ID. There are more Ready for Success workshops this week. On Wednesday, the topic is Adulting is Stressful, where they talk about healthy ways to deal with stress and making DIY stress balls. You can attend at the Academic Support Center at 3 to 3:30. If you want a different option, there is a second workshop hosted by the Luyenga Leadership Center, also starting at 3, lasting to 4 p.m., talking about why attitude matters and the power of positivity. You can find this workshop at Old Main, room 102. Cartoons and humorous art is always something to remember, so MSU Life has brought in character and balloon animal artists to lighten the mood this week. They will be available in the second floor of the Student Center, Thursday at 2 p.m. As I said before, I am very, very swamped. Janie, what kind of work are you looking forward to?
Just kind of, like, you mean work with, like, homecoming stuff, or what do you mean?
Or just how swamped are you?
Oh, it's schoolwork stuff. Not too bad, actually. I really enjoy the communication department because we don't tell people that we have a lot of work, but it's busy work rather than, like, testy work. So
we like
nice.
our work, don't we?
Yes, we do. We love our work here in the comm department. Come be a part of it. The Northwest Art Center, located here at Minot State, is an art gallery here to empower and educate a community through the arts. Greg Vettel, the director of the center, is joining us today and is going to share with us about his passion and position. Greg, thank you for joining us.
I'm always happy to be here.
Good. So why don't you start with, for the students and the people who don't necessarily know what it is, it's kind of hidden, what is the Northwest Art Center here at Minot State?
The Northwest Art Center is in the lower level of the campus library. The entrance is on the south side, and it's actually been an institution on campus since 1992. The Art Center manages the galleries on campus and also stewards the permanent art collection and the Native American collection. So we have anywhere from 12 to 18 art exhibitions each year.
Wow. So when you say, like, art galleries on campus, where are all the art galleries at? Are they all in the center?
There's the Walter Peel Gallery. So we have kind of two galleries in the Art Center. We have the Walter Peel Gallery, dedicated to Professor Walter Peel, who's taught at Minot State for 48 years. And then we have kind of our outer gallery and reception area. But then we also work with students for the student gallery. It was previously in Hartnett Hall, now is upstairs in the library. And then we coordinate with Flat Tail Press for the Flat Tail Press Gallery on campus as well.
Okay, so you work with like student, like
Yeah.
really just anyone who kind of comes to you guys and asks
Yeah,
to kind of
yep.
be a part of it. Okay.
Yep.
So what is it that made you want to pursue a degree in like an education in the fine arts, like in the art realm?
Well, it'd be an argument whether my degree was fine arts, but I'm actually a graphic design major.
Okay.
So that's what I went to school for undergrad for, and I was a graphic designer for 15 years. But I always really had an interest in museums, in fine art, and creating art myself as an artist. And the opportunity came while I was adjuncting at Minot State to apply for the director's position at the Art Center, and it's really been a treat because I get to work with incredible artists every day, every exhibition. I get to work with students. I get to work with the collections on campus. Have great events at the Art Center. So it's a really an enjoyable thing to be able to do.
That is so cool. So you make art yourself?
Yes.
So what kind of, like what's your graphic design, of course,
Yeah.
but like what specifically is it that you enjoy?
My favorite, like my medium of choice would be printmaking, specifically like screen print, silkscreen, posters. So not stock is pretty much my gig.
Yeah, kind of your deal.
So, yep.
Okay, so what is it, if you had to think like from the student's perspective, why is it so important for students to go through art classes and to like understand the history of art and like how it's like developed over time?
So art in general, a lot of people think that, art may be extraneous or it may not apply all the time. But the thing is that art doesn't just teach you how to create art. It teaches you creative thinking, critical thinking, and just a whole lot of other creative skills that are useful in so many more disciplines than just art. From marketing, pro-com, broadcasting, like there's creativity, like has so many facets and so many disciplines, science, math, all of that it really can be universal.
Right.
So nonlinear thinking.
So I'm sure you get those students all the time who are not like art majors, but they are like required to take courses that like.
Yeah, or they might have a gen ed that's an art class.
Yeah,
or
like
something
they've
like that.
somehow managed to end up in an art class. So how do you go about encouraging those students when like they know they're not artistic themselves, but they have to take these classes, and like how do you encourage them through the process of like getting to that end point of finishing an art course?
Well, it depends on the art course, but oftentimes you show them that it's not really about, because art, when you think about it, there's, a practice skill that goes into that, a huge time investment to become a really technical artist. There's that technical skill, but anybody can learn the concepts behind art and, the kind of ways that you can look at art and develop that vocabulary without necessarily having the huge technical skill that somebody who does that for a career has. So with that background, that can teach you to appreciate art, to think creatively, and to just know a little bit more about that. So if you're not an art major and you're taking an art class, just get in, get your hands dirty, and enjoy
having
yourself.
that open mind.
Yeah. And don't judge your work against, say, an art majors. If you're not an art major, just look at what you've done and how you've improved.
Your progress.
Your progress.
Yeah, no, that's a good way to look at it. Thank you so much for joining us, Greg. We appreciate your time and coming on and being able to share with everyone about your passion and position.
I'd like to mention one thing.
All right,
if I
go
have
for it.
like 15 more seconds. So I mentioned that the Art Center has exhibitions and events. We're actually just opening a brand new exhibition that's a retrospective exhibition for an MSU alum. It's a photography exhibition. The exhibition is The Creative Life, Roseanne Olson's retrospective, and she is here for homecoming. And the exhibition opening reception is actually next Tuesday night at 6 o'clock at the Art Center. Yeah. Yep.
All right, well, there you have it, folks. Director of the Northwest Art Center here at Minot State. Coming up later on MSU Inside Out, we'll get the weather update with Hannah, and we'll hear from a freshman on the MSU men's golf team. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this short break.
Thank you to all of our underwriters. Trinity Health is a comprehensive healthcare system based in Minot, North Dakota.
Fiance, with all your prom and bridal needs, located in downtown Minot.
KCJB 910 AM, Minot's news and information station.
Buffalo Wild Wings, wings, beer, sports.
KIZZ FM Z94, playing today's hit music.
Mix 99.9, Minot's music mix.
SRT, offering a number of services including phone, TV, internet, and security.
KRRZ, 1390 AM, Minot's classic hits.
KZPR 105.3 FM, Minot's rock station.
East End, where the poor is worth so much more, located in downtown Minot.
Qdoba, easy, on time, full of flavor.
Nice Impressions, no job is too big or too small, located in downtown Minot.
MSU Beavers Hockey, online info at msubeavers.com.
Forward Communication, connecting professionals in the Midwest.
El Azteca, authentic Mexican food on North Broadway near the airport.
MSU Theater Department, year-round entertainment.
Red and Green, MSU's student-run newspaper.
MSU Bookstore, for all your campus needs.
Minot Nutrition Addiction, offering healthy smoothies and meal replacements on the go.
H-Bar-B Construction, for all your oil field needs.
Bearscat Donuts, located on Broadway across from Minot State Campus.
Hello and welcome back to MSU Inside Out, and today it was pretty chilly out there, one of the coldest days to start the month of October. Hannah's going to preview today and the week ahead in weather. Hannah, do you have some good news for us?
Well, that depends on your idea of good news. Personally, I'm excited because I like the little bit colder weather, but fun fact, it is 36 degrees colder today than it was this time last week for our last show. And also looking ahead, or looking at today's current temperature is 45 degrees. The high today is 46, which was the low last week, and the low is 25. So tonight is going to be a very cold one. If you have any plants outside, you might want to take them in. Honestly, we might want to start bringing in the patio furniture as well, because looking ahead at the rest of the state, it looks, it looks cold for the rest of the state too. So Minot is 45 and Dickinson is 45. The rest of the state's not looking very much different. 46 degrees across the rest of the map. So Grand Forks 46, Fargo 46, and very cloudy across the whole state except for Bismarck, which has apparently sun, and Minot right now is pretty sunny, so that's pretty good. Looking at the whole forecast for the rest of the week, looks like this weekend is going to be pretty good. 72 degrees on Saturday and then 72 degrees on Monday and Tuesday. So if you have a weekend off, today or this weekend would be a good weekend to go to pumpkin patch or go apple picking or some of those fun fall activities that we have. Wednesday is going to be pretty windy. It's North Dakota. What else can we expect? But the rest of the week, the lows are going to be in the high 30s, low 40s, so not too bad. If you're looking for some weekend travel plans, the football team is playing in Moorhead this weekend, so it looks like a perfect weekend for football. In 50 on Friday, 66 on Saturday, and 63 on Sunday. So all you pretty much need is a light jacket, which is, I think, perfect weather for football. What about you, Cole? Do you have any plans for some sports this weekend at all?
Yeah, I will be staying cold. I'll actually be going to the women's and men's hockey games, some hockey action going on at the Mesa, so staying cold there. But yeah, some fun sports action this weekend. On that note, he is an R.E. Deemers alumni and the all-time leading scorer for the boys basketball team in team history, also a football and golf athlete. With us now, freshman on the men's golf team, Zach Hendrickson joins us. Zach, thank you so much for making some time today.
Thanks for having me.
Yeah, so thoughts on first semester so far in Classroom in the Links? We'll just start it basic like that.
All right, it's been good. I mean, it's different. There's a lot of people here. I graduated with like 16 people, so I mean, I've met a lot of people, talked to people that I've never seen before, and talked to people from other states, and I don't know, it's been really fun.
Has to be a really cool experience so far. What's been so unique from your eyes on campus so far, being on campus so far?
I mean, like I just said, it's probably just the amount of people that you see. Everywhere I'm walking, there's 15, 20 people everywhere, and then classrooms are full of people that, I've never seen before. I don't know, it's different. It's a different look.
Yeah, very different for sure. And going into, let's talk a little bit about your golf career now. So going into that first golf meet, just straight up, how cool was that moment going into that?
It was different. I've played in a lot of golf tournaments, obviously, and I've never actually played in the fall before. Our high school season was in the spring, so it's a little different, but no, it's still just going out to play, but definitely a little bit of nerves, more nerves than I ever had in high school, and I don't know, it was fun.
What's been the coolest course that you've played at so far in your golf career to open up?
I would go with, called the Jewel. It's in South Dakota. I didn't play great, but it was really fun. It's long, it's short. It's long and it's tight. Mm-hmm. And I don't know, it's got a really nice look. Mountains in the background and everything.
Yeah, really cool scene. And you finished the fall season with a career best. Talk about your progression that you've made so far, just as a player on the links.
I don't think I had the greatest fall season. I didn't play as good as I could have. It was nice to get a few good rounds in that last tournament, so definitely a confidence booster moving into the spring.
Absolutely, and you have on the team veterans looking up to and close fellow Minot natives. I'm thinking about Henry Langhans. There's also Casey Field. Is there a lot of comfort that comes with that sort of combination on the team? Guys who are familiar and upperclassmen to look to for advice?
Absolutely, yeah. Me, Henry, and Casey are pretty close since we're the young ones on the team, and we all know each other from before. But also Aaron Grandy's on the team, and he actually reffed me in basketball all the time. So that was kind of weird, but it was cool, yeah.
Talk about what were some moments. Did you have any talks with Aaron when he was a referee? Were you kind of planning a golf career ahead? Obviously you were focused on trying to win a basketball game, but any pre-moments with Aaron Grandy at all?
Not exactly. I didn't really know he even played golf at the time, to be honest. So, once I committed and then he said, congrats on the commitment, and I was like, I didn't know he played, so I was excited to talk to him and get to be his teammate.
Awesome. Well, we're just about out of time here. Real quick, Zach, expectations for yourself in the classroom and on the links for the spring?
Just continue to have fun. I don't think my thing is if you're going to play a sport, you better have fun. If you're not having fun, you shouldn't be doing it. So.
Great words to live by there, folks. And Zach, again, thank you for making some time today. We appreciate it.
Thank you.
There you have it. That was Zach Hendrickson, freshman on the MSU men's golf team, just getting done with the fall season in MSU men's golf action. When we come back, Parker will showcase the upcoming weekend hockey series, plus Alex will preview some homecoming events coming in fast. Don't go anywhere, folks. You are listening, or you're watching MSU Inside Out.
Welcome back to MSU Inside Out. Continuing on the subject of sports, as Hannah mentioned earlier, MSU is headed to MSUM this Saturday in attempts to snatch their first win of the season. Parker, what are your thoughts on this coming weekend football game?
Yeah, I think it's going to be a pretty big game, despite neither team really having a good game. I think Minot State's really going to put up a fight against Moorhead, but the Minot State football team is looking to play spoiler this weekend as they travel to Moorhead for the Minnesota State University Moorhead Dragons homecoming game. While the records of both teams may not show it, the Beavers will have their hands full with the 1-4 Dragons. After allowing 298 passing yards against Bemidji State last Saturday, the Beavers will look to contain another high-powered offense. Gage Florence is the Dragons' leading receiver, and he is also first in the NSIC in catches and third in receiving yards. So expect the Beavers' defensive game plan to heavily focus on him. Kickoff for this Saturday's game will be at 12 o'clock Central Time, and it will also be live streamed on nsicnetwork.com. From the turf to the ice, the Minot State men's hockey team is finally back in action for the first time since March. The Beavers finished last season with a 31-3 record and as the number 2 ranked team in the American Collegiate Hockey Association. After sweeping the University of Jamestown last weekend, the Beavers will be hosting the Liberty University Flames in a 2-game series this weekend. This should be a very competitive series as Liberty finished last season ranked number 5. Minot State is also on a 4-game winning streak against Liberty, so they will look to keep that streak going. The puck will drop at 7:30 tomorrow night and Saturday night at the Mesa Arena. Similar to men's hockey, Minot State women's hockey is also finally back. After finishing last season with a 26-7 record, the Beavers will look to kick their season off with a win. They finished last season ranked number 3 and also have 2 of their top 3 leading scorers from last season returning, so things are looking up for the team. They will host the visiting Maryville University Saints in a 2-game series this weekend. Minot State is 2-0 against Maryville State and beat the Saints 1-0 in their last meeting back in January. Their games will begin at 3:45 tomorrow and Saturday at the Mesa Arena. Cole, I know you said you plan on going to both of these games this weekend. How excited are you?
Oh, I'm very excited. I mean, the hockey teams, they always seem to dominate every weekend, and they're always perennial championship contenders, and they're always going to be playing hard every night. And yeah, should be a fun weekend coming up ahead for both hockey teams. But with that being said, here we're going to kick it to Alex as a bunch of homecoming events are taking place next week. MSU Life will be hosting a lot of them. With more, Alex Kuntz is standing by.
As Cole said, homecoming is around the corner, and there has been loads of updates from MSU Life about the day's events. With me today, I have Paige Larson of MSU Life, who has taken on the position of homecoming coordinator this year. Paige, thank you so much for being here today.
Thank you for having me again.
So I want to start off asking you about MSU Life. What got you into it? What do you do there? And what does MSU Life have to do with homecoming?
Okay, so freshman year, I got to Minot State, and I just kind of got attracted to it because they put on all the events around campus, and it was just something that really interested me, and I signed up for the club, and I got to help host a lot of events. So MSU Life puts on a lot of events, over 100 events a year, and gives out a lot of free stuff, free food, everything like that. So this year I got to be the homecoming coordinator, so I get to put on all of the events on for homecoming week.
Wow, that seems like a lot. Do you get any help with that? What are you in charge of posters? Do you make up the events? Tell me a little bit about that.
Okay, so I kind of come up with what I want the week to look like. So it's me and the other 3 directors that put on all the other events. And so it's us 4 that kind of run the events, but it's mainly me putting them all on. So me and Aaron put together all of the posters and post everything on Instagram, make content for it all. So yeah, it's pretty busy.
Yeah, I bet. So homecoming is obviously a really big thing. Tell me about the student athlete and also the alumni and community involvement that you guys are trying to get on campus?
So every night this week we have different events. So like Monday's bingo. So we hope to see all students at bingo. And Tuesday we have coronation. So we want as many people as we can get to coronation for the king and queen. And Wednesday we have 500 ways to win. So we want every student to get there because there's 500 different prizes to win there. And then we have a magician coming on Thursday. And then Friday we have the hockey games and tie blankets. So we just want everybody to be involved and everyone have a good time for homecoming week.
Yeah, that sounds awesome. Thank you so much for coming. We're glad to have you here. MSU Life has lots of things planned for homecoming, as you can tell. Make sure you go and check it out. The football game is this Saturday, the 15th. Go support your Beaver football. I'm Alex Kuntz reporting for Inside Out.
Yes, thank you so much, Alex. And yeah, Janie, looking forward to that football game, making a quick appearance there as well. And yeah, homecoming's going to be a lot of fun with a lot of MSU Life events taking place. But with that being said, don't go anywhere. We're going to take it to a quick promo. After that, we will wrap up the show. Don't go anywhere, folks.
Minot State's small enough that you get to experience a lot of good things. You get into radio right away, TV right away, work as a director, a producer, or a talent on the show. It's really fun to be involved doing all those things. We've got the new technical equipment. Everything you work with here, for the most part, is going to be out there in the real world. Neil Roberts is a great mentor. He has been seasoned in TV and radio and able to bring that experience to the classroom, and he's personable. He has a passion for it, and he wants everyone else to share that passion as well. I'm the director and producer of Inside Out. I work with a lot of different people and make sure that everyone's satisfied and everybody's working together to make communication what it is. For this semester, everybody's worked together and found this rhythm with each other, and it all just comes together. It makes a really nice finished product.
Hello and welcome back, and what a great show it was, Janie. We had Zach Hendrickson from the golf team and Paige Larson previewing some homecoming events. What else did we have today?
Yeah, Greg was a fun interview too, just because from my student view, I feel like arts doesn't get enough appreciation and enough recognition for all the things that are around campus and whatnot. So it was really fun to have him on and just to announce different things about what's going on in the Northwest Arts Center.
Oh yeah, and a couple quick notes for you guys. We will have no show next week as the school will be using our space for a special event coming up. Also, tune in Monday nights at 7:30 Inside the Dam podcast. We had our first show this past Monday. Don't miss it.
Yes, and along with that, we also have our MSU's Got Talent show on November 3rd at 7 p.m. So if you know anyone or you're interested as an MSU student to partake in the talent show, you can email me. There's flyers around campus, as well as you can find the information on our social media account. So once again, thank you guys for joining us. No show next week, but we will see you guys back here 2 Thursdays from now.